You know Emmy from our year? We kinda agreed to watch each other's backs and... The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. And we're back once again. I'm Ashmanix and I'm playing Katawa Shoujo. And in the last episode, we spent some time with Rin and Emmy. Rin is still finishing the mural that she's painting for the culture festival. So we spent some time with them. We got told off by the teacher Muto, because he found out the details of what had happened to us when we had our little the kind of heart attack or heart scare when we tried to race Rin. So he told us off and gave us a pretty harsh telling off as well. And now, well, I stopped last time just before kind of going to bed, but the next day is going to be the culture festival day. So, also we found that Emmy has created a kind of running plan and also a dietary plan for us with the help of the nurse to try and keep us healthy. So I believe I've stumbled upon the Emmy route. Didn't necessarily want to choose Emmy over all the other girls in terms of the first route to take, but I'm also not sad at it. I'm not like, don't mind. So we'll see where this goes. I'm gonna hide my face now. Hopefully this will work or not. Let's try it. Yeah, face is gone. Let's get into this. So let's see. The next day. Should have probably stopped in the last episode. Should have stopped after that little kind of scene switcher there, but oh well. The next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Oh damn. Sleeping late is fine, since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. Wait, when does the festival start? Hope you not miss some of it. From my window, I can already see some people at the soba booth, slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his store, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. Let's see what Kenji's up to. Our conspiracy theorist crazy dude, who is kind of a legend. I'm curious if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort, complete with no girls allowed sign. Yes, it's a feminist conspiracy according to him, where everything is a feminist conspiracy. And with the girls crossed out and body crudely scrawled underneath it. Okay. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. I was just going to ask what you're going to do today. Half the school's out there already. Out where? Why? What? What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have curtains closed at all times to thwart the snipers. Of course you do. I don't know what accent this is I'm supposed to be giving him, but we're going with it. It's the festival. You know that, right? Oh shit, that's today? Ah, damn it. Damn it. I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me, Myth Man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window socializing. Socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be as loud as hell. Damn, I was going to go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out. Can't believe this. So what's that? So that's what today was? Damn, I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself. Now it's here and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least, I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. I mean, everyone knew. What the fuck was he doing? Freaking living under a giant rock or something this whole time? He was literally taking part in preparation for the culture festival as well. No, I have no sympathy for this dude, man. He should have been more aware of the day that this was going to be happening. So I guess you're not going to do anything today. The weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not though, so there's no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. No, I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there, I know it. That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face. Relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. I wonder, I'm kinda hungry, but I made this deal that I'd try to take better care of myself. Be healthier, you know? Don't know if I should steer clear of the takoyaki or head straight in. Deal? Sounds ominous. So what are you getting in return? Nothing, I guess. It's not that kind of a deal. You know Emmy, from our year? We kinda agreed to watch each other's backs and... The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. Huh? You sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you're dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for the complete submission of everything that is manly. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. This festival too, it's just one of their ploys. He fingers his scarf nervously, faster and faster like he's trying to start a fire, then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. I'm going to have to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a slow creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kinda unsettling, and I start to feel doubtful myself. Oh, dude, are you listening to this guy's ramblings? Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. Huh? It's a weird book. It's short, too. I could have it finished in a day. But would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be. I suppose that would probably be a better idea to head outside. See the festival. Try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week. Maybe get something to eat. My stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime. I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside. Yeah, don't stay inside. Don't listen to Kenji, man. Kenji's hilarious, but don't actually listen to what he says. He's mental. I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students, people who may or may not be their parents. Okay. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot. The ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, what's wrong with this one? Oh, that's fucking gross. I almost want to yell at them, but at the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? However, something like disgust sweeps over me, guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burns my gut like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land, where I can get some lunch. I'm just getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Damn it, it's freaking food police. Having lunch? Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch, honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. What are you going to do with that food? I've just paid for that. What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to it being your lunch? That's whatever, it's my food. Emmy places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious of your health, Isao. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is, mostly. All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? She has a point. The girl's got a point, of course. But I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. Certainly it can handle a little grease now and then, again. Yeah, sure, and it handled a little running just fine too. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe, but not if you're sleeping the day away all the time. Devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, if you'd been following the routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, I've had a pretty eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died, and there was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on a roof for a while. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. Was I going to say jacking off? Oh, Freudian slip. A little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercises. Like running in the mornings. You're going to be that type of person. Are you going to, freaking drag me out to run every morning? I know his hours prompt said that he's going to do this, but I'm already beginning to regret this decision. She nods as if something important has just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the error of your ways and are willing to adhere to my routine, right? I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies. You know, you'd already convinced me yesterday that this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Not that I did a good job of being convinced. Right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering up something grossly unhealthy. But delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Just get the deliciousness. Just go for the oily. Come on, man, this is your cheat day. Like staying alive? I feel like having... Like, he's going to start the regime from tomorrow, the day after the culture festival, so is there anything wrong with him just eating a bit of, like, oily food the day before and then starting his, like, diet and exercise regime? Jeez, man. Nah, I'm freaking hungry for some freaking oily food. If Emmy weren't here browbeating me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. Some question springs to mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in my well-being? Wow, man, you are a bit thick. I mean, even I was thinking that from the beginning. It's like, why the hell does she give a shit? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy? I figure you don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. I mean, yes, there are definitely worse fates. Come on, man. Clearly, this is a harem anime. Clearly she's interested in you. Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning then? I figure that ends the conversation, so I turn to leave. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar, and in a second I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now? Emmy looks almost wounded by my annoyed question. Yeah, it was a little bit harsh. She clearly maybe wants to spend some time with you at the festival. Thought you could use the company. Oh, I could use the company. Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. Her eyes narrow. Besides, you were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Oh, what's a fried chicken? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentions it, that would have been a really good idea. Wait, haven't you paid for this? Can you just give the food back? I was not. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little. The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm in danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to be healthier, and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I knew it. You can't be trusted. Now, I definitely have to stick with you. Oh, I see this game you're playing. This whole situation feels silly. It's almost like it's contrived. I can only imagine what passersby think of this. Passersby. Damn, I can't read. I can only imagine what passersby think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. Wait, is she just like a midget or something? I mean, half your size? What are you talking about? Maybe I should give it up just for now. Fine, do what you like. Sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Ren I'd stop by her mural. Let's do that. I wonder if she actually finished it. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself, so again I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. Ooh, that looks really nice. Is there a way that I can hide the Wait, let me check the options. Is there a thing? I don't know. I was wondering if there's like a key I can press to hide the bomb box. That looks really nice. Looks interesting, that's mental. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. Well, at least then it'd be obvious that I belong. I don't know, that I'm saying that makes me feel uncomfortable for some reason. It's just it's like he doesn't feel like he belongs because it's not obvious that he has a disability. Almost to the extent that you wish he had a visible disability. Don't know. I can see where he's coming from. That's such it's not a very nice thing to think either. But instead I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Yeah. I think this is I imagine that people that have health conditions that aren't instantly visible that suffer from that issue where, because I know, like, you taking up sitting in disabled seats on the bus and stuff like that, it's like it's not immediately obvious that, like, not everyone has an immediately obvious disability, and then you get some people go, oh, you're not disabled, why are you sitting there? And it's just like fucking damn, that was a loud freaking thing. I lost my train of thought there from the background music. But yeah, like, I can imagine that being awkward because it's just like, it's not immediately visibly obvious that you have a disability, and then people like being shitheads like, oh, you don't look like it, and you're just like, but I do, and I feel like this is a little bit similar where it feels awkward because it's like he doesn't look like he's disabled. This is just like, and that's maybe part of the reason. This probably explains why he feels that he doesn't really belong. Even though he does have a health condition, it's not a visible one or a very obvious one like I think all the other girls that he's met so far. Which is not, obviously, it shouldn't matter whether it's visibly obvious or not, but I kind of get what he's saying, but it's also a little bit, I don't know. This VN is making me think of things. It's supposed to be a harem visual novel, which is actually probably gonna give credit to the visual novel that's actually covering these type of themes. Yeah, this is actually very interesting. I've not played loads of visual novels, but I've not really played anything kind of like this, exploring this kind of aspect of life. And I think it's done really well, I think, so far. Yeah. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. Nah, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. You wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was? Fried, it's greasy chicken, man. See? It's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't, man. It's bad that I'm hungry just now. All this talk of greasy food is making me even more hungry. I better get something to eat, man. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Ren. Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Ren. I brought Hisawa along because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. You stopped to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. Typical artist. Also, I know that feeling. Sometimes I've tried to fart out things, drawings, and I look at it and go, man, that absolutely looks like ass. But then some people are like, that's not bad. I suppose some people are just very, very nice, very polite. They're not going to admit when something's crap. Either that or the stuff that you're just generally more critical of the things that you make compared to the people that kind of view the art that just tongue twisted there. I think you're generally more critical of the art that you make than the people that view that art. Just because you are aware of all its little faults and stuff like that, whereas the viewer won't really know about that and won't really focus on that. And yeah, so I get where she's coming from. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. Let's see all this. This is pretty good, man. Weird though. It's a mishmash of faces. Hearts. Is that a representative heart? Well, it's 3 feet and a hand. Don't know if I'm gonna have to censor this video. It's art, should be fine. Got some boobies. Yeah, this is something else. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. Yeah. The colours swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me almost feel sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colours Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. There was an eye there. There was an eye with a blue colour in it. My feet start to hurt, but Ren doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Ren, have you eaten? Of course, you can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and clasps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Ren nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't think they'd care. Whoever they are. As we head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. Fried food. No, I better not. I'm pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I've wound up paying for all the food. Whoa. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Ah, nice. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat and Rin stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. Do you know, I'm kind of concerned about Rin. She's been very spaced out recently. She was quite engaged with us when we first met her. But these last 2 instances, or the last few times we've met her, she's been totally spaced out. I don't know, it just seems a little bit unnerving. I don't know. Like, she's definitely preoccupied with something in her head, which might not just be the artistic piece she was doing for the cultural festival. It seems a bit like elements of depression or something. I finish my meal and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food. Tired, Hassel? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, they'd slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You'd better be there. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident or your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. A plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. And anyway, I'm going to start running tomorrow, right? Exactly, this is your cheat day, man. I'm telling you, Sal, you can have a cheat day. So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Exactly. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. I like this flawless logic. A sort of final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not going to just sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. I pat my stomach for emphasis. Fat stomach. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another pang. Oh dear, of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food, and for keeping us company. And here I thought she was doing me a favour. Rin nods in agreement and waves a foot at me. I won't say see you tomorrow, because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay. Bye, you two. I feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, I'll make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. Oh, you cheeky little git. At least it's not fried, right? I see that logic. Flawless. That's a big brain logic there. That's slightly better than what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. It's not really about making it up to her. Really, you need to make it up to yourself because you're only harming yourself at the end of the day. But I'd still get the fried food because, hey man, cheat day. Hey, I do have to work. I do have work to do. Wait, what work do you have? Ah. My book waits for me, and I flop onto my bed and read through the fireworks display. Eventually, all the walking around, or more accurately, running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might just be a good thing after all. It's something to look forward to. Ah, and I think... that might be... yeah, that's the end of Act 1. Go with... which one is it? Ah, and there's my face again. Yeah, I didn't realise it was going to end there, but that must be the end of Act 1 of Katawa Shoujo. And I think I'm on the Emmy route, technically. At least if I'd got the full game and carried on. But yeah, no, this has been really interesting. I really like this, and I'm kind of glad I did go for just downloading the Act 1 part of the game to get a view of it, an idea of what it's like. But this was totally, I think this was put together by a bunch of volunteers, which is kind of fascinating. Like you can see there, 2006 to 2011, and it's still available free today from there's a website for Katawa Shoujo. I really enjoyed this. It was interesting. It was a bit different. The characters and the themes of like dealing with like disability and health conditions, and just how the characters interacted with each other. And it's interesting having the main protagonist as someone who's just recently discovered that he has a health condition. He has to go to this new school, and it's like going through all of these things of trying to figure out how to like talk to people without making things awkward or obvious and stuff like that. And this is, at the end of the day, this is a harm, like this is wrapped up as a harm visual novel, which is, yeah, I quite like this. I keep saying I quite like this. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? What are your opinions of this? I'm sure some of you have already played this game in full, so you know, what were your opinions of the game? How did you think about it going in, and then having either played one playthrough or completed the game? Did anything change? Appreciate any comments below. I read all my comments because I only get a few anyway. And who, if you have played through this game, who is your favorite character? I'd like to hear from you guys on who you thought was the best character in your opinion. But this has been a fun little journey. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. This was Katawa Shoujo Act 1. I'm Ashmanix, and I will see you in another video, hopefully. Bye!